His visit went well. It was mainly vaccinations, but I didn't realize it was going to be this expensive, to say the least, because I think the vaccines are about like 30-40 bucks a pop, but I had to pay 75 just for the visit on top of the vaccinations. And then he has this little tube thingy, I forgot what it's called, that's supposed to be put on his fur. And long story short, like the total, like quite literally ended up being like freaking almost $200. I think it was like $185 or something. And I'm like, damn, that added up. And like I think this first visit was like around the same price, but I think it was cheaper. So I'm like, damn, these visits are getting more expensive. And then I'm supposedly supposed to take him again in 3 weeks. And like my main concern ends up being the time that all this takes, because obviously I work quite a few hours every single week. So to bring him to the vet every like 3 weeks or so, it's pretty difficult on the scheduling. So we'll just have to deal with it, and hopefully these visits get cheaper, but I'm not really sure. I'm not even sure what the next visit's for. Today is a little bit convoluted. We took photos of the 06 Mustang, and it's going to be listed for sale, you know, momentarily. In the meantime, while I was sorting that out, we got a call from the shop saying the X5 is ready to be picked up and we can drop off the next car. And the next car happens to be the 04 Mustang that we are also going to put on sale. But the issue with the 04 Mustang was the fact that it wouldn't start, obviously. So we used the 06 Mustang to jump it. 04 Mustang, after charging for a little bit, we finally got that to start. So we're going to be dropping off the 04 Mustang, or at least my dad is. And once the 04 Mustang is sort of fixed, I do intend on putting that on sale as well. So right now we're putting the 06 on sale. Once we get the X5 back today, I'm going to take photos of the X5. We're going to put that on sale. 04 is going to the shop. Once the 04 comes back, we're going to put that on sale. So we're pretty much going to have 3 cars on sale in terms of the collection. And then obviously we brought the F-150 into the collection mainly to carry stuff for the house and whatnot, random errands of that nature. And yeah, so that's sort of where we're at. Obviously a huge overhaul on the collection. Obviously the collection always changes, but this might be the most dramatic change only because we're switching out multiple cars. The Mustang, the 06 one at least, is my parents', and then obviously the X5 and the 04 Mustang are mine. But yeah, interesting situation to say the least. With that, we got the truck parked here, got the Mustang over there, which we'll bring in after the X5 shows up, and hopefully everything fits. My dad is doubtful, but I think we'll be able to pull it off. I think both cars can make it in, but it probably will be tight either way. And yeah, I don't know, at this point we'll just see how fast these cars go. Obviously you got the Lambo coming sooner than later too, so working on the financing on that actually, but soon. Had a meeting with the client. Doesn't happen too often in person, but yeah, I had that meeting and I am officially headed back home to continue working on stuff. And I guess we'll see how the day goes. I don't have an update on the cars. I haven't really received much no update on the Mustang, that being the '04 Mustang. Obviously it's at the shop. I do know that they're going to change the battery to a new one so they could sort of investigate the short that they think exists somewhere in the line, but obviously they didn't feel like they could do that if there was a clear battery issue as well. I mean, the battery we had put in there was new. I mean, I probably have only put maybe one or 2 miles on the battery that exists, that we, I think, purchased last year. I don't think I had gotten it this year. But yeah, so that battery had gotten almost no usage, and then obviously the car fails to start a lot of times. So they were like, we're just going to switch out the battery at this point and essentially go from there. So I think we dropped it off like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I think, maybe. So it's been over there for a little bit, and hopefully we get an update soon. Number one, hopefully we get an update soon, and number two, hopefully it doesn't cost a lot to fix, because obviously I'm selling it, so any money I put in, I'm basically losing off the top on the sale anyways, because I'm not going to be able to get any of that money back. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. Here we are on a new day, and basically taking the Mustang. Hopefully I don't have to defrost the freaking windshield, but I might. But my sister is basically taking her BMW to the car shop to get repairs done and whatnot, and I'm taking the Mustang, so we have a way back home. And yeah, we'll see how the rest of the day goes. But start with I think I'll be okay, actually. It's definitely not perfect, but I guess we'll just turn on the defroster once I figure out how that works, and we should be okay. I literally don't feel any air coming out of the defroster. At this point, I'm not even sure how many times I've forgotten the fact that this is low on gas. I just randomly recognize it every single drive for the last, I don't know, maybe 3 drives, but I never end up having time to fill it up, so I basically leave it for the following drive, and then the following drive I just never get to it, because every drive ends up being sort of busy. And yeah, so that's sort of where we're at. We're down to 14 miles, which it wouldn't actually last 14 miles. It would end up you know, consuming fuel faster than that. But I have ran it on empty before during a food run, which you guys would have seen in a previous vlog. Not that I'm saying that I want to run this on E, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I might get gas during this trip, but I'm not very sure. Just filled up the Mustang, and my sister and I are headed to the movies. I've literally have not been to the movies, I think, in like 5 or 6 years, so it's going to be interesting. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Here we are, picking up the BMW. Got the lineup of BMWs over there, as well as one over here in a, I guess, truck. But yeah, I'm about to head home in a second. The movie also was not shabby. I think it was like a few hours long, almost 3 hours long or something. But yeah, it was a cool getaway, especially considering I have not gone to the movies in forever, like I mentioned. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Went back home, did some stuff, and then it was time to pick up the Beamer. So here we are, and then about to go back home and then continue working on stuff. And yeah, we'll just see where the rest of the evening and night takes us, since it's already, I think, like 4 or so, almost 4. Here we are. Obviously got the green Mustang over here, X5 over there. Got the good old truck that we have not used in the past week. And we got the Mustang obviously on slicks. So unfortunately we cannot take it anywhere in this weather, even though it's not raining. It's obviously pretty wet on the road. So we will not be taking out this Mustang today. On a rare occurrence, my friend is actually going to be coming over here to pick me up, and we're going to hang out for the rest of the day. And yeah, as you guys know, usually I'm the one picking him up, and that's sort of how it's been for years. But unfortunately, don't want to take the X5 out. Obviously, we'd have to move this Mustang, and we'd have to move the truck. So that's going to be a lot of work to get out. It just made more sense to have him come out here instead. I guess that's not completely surprising, but that does kind of suck. Now we're like 0-2 at this point. Tomorrow, my dad and I are headed to my house. We're just going for the weekend because the bathroom is still being renovated and whatnot. But yeah, I'm just casually packing, and I'm thinking about bringing Versace along, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. Obviously, not going to be taking the Mustang because of the slicks, so we are going to be using the truck. For some good old donuts and coffee, and we are almost home, or to my house I should say. And here we are at my house. Haven't been here in a couple of weeks, but you guys would have seen it in the last vlog. But still have a lot of my stuff here. You guys saw it all torn up the other day. But yeah, definitely some serious progress in here. We are about to go to Home Depot to get more stuff. It seems like literally every weekend that stuff is getting done over here. We have to spend more and more money, and yeah, so headed to Home Depot. We'll see how that goes, and I'll come back and continue working on stuff. Pretty much working on social media stuff today, and also doing legal work. Probably going to have to spend a few hours doing legal work, so I have a long work day ahead.
What do you want? I just want another blunt. And shawty, she calling. I know, baby, what you want? I got my section, look at my direction. She a IG thought, all she want is impressions. I got what she want, that's why she in my section. I'm with slimes, wipe your nose, we up blessed. It's my time, I'm taking what's mine. Why you worry about you? I'm worried about mine. Yeah. So we back at it, I just had a double back, and I keep on backtracking, I just made another stack. All these mixed emotions got me a little confused. Like what you tryna do? What do you want? I just want another blunt. And shawty, she calling. I know, baby, what you want? I got my section, look at my direction. She a IG thought, all she want is impressions. I got what she want, that's why she in my section. I'm with slimes, wipe your nose.
First look. Here we are at my house, and as you guys could tell by the previous scenes, we are slowly but surely wrapping up the bathroom project. And yeah, right now we are going to Home Depot to return a bunch of stuff that we haven't used. Unfortunately, we've made probably upwards of like 15 trips to Home Depot since October, so I spent the morning basically trying to decipher what we're returning and what receipt it belongs to. So that was fun. So did the best we could on that, and then I did legal work, and then now we're heading off to Home Depot. Being at the house makes me sort of analyze things, and I'm trying to figure out other stuff that I want to get done before we end up moving this property to a rental. So a lot of moving parts, which I'll explain later. With a bunch of stuff. And yeah, hopefully it's not too bad, and hopefully it goes smoothly and we don't get banned from Home Depot. Pretty nice day today. Sorry for all the crunching. And we are taking out the Mustang. Took it for a very short spin yesterday because we were going to rearrange the cars, but I haven't really driven it in probably a month, I would say. Mainly because even if I could drive it, unfortunately the rain and bad weather have gone in the way, so I couldn't really take it out. And yeah, so finally some good weather, as you guys could tell, and I'm really excited to drive it.
It's my time, I'm taking what's mine. Why you worry about you? I worry about mine. Yeah, that would've hit me. Yeah, I'm on the block with a shimmy. Sipping on it, I don't do no rim. Yeah, smoking on that, can you hear me? Yeah, we got the muddy, feel me? I got a belly, we got rice, got plenty. Pee like Diddy, try make 'em pop like Diddy. She want the lean, I got plenty. Make mama pearl like Penny. I put your bro in a pendant. Niggas talk hot, don't feel it. X just pulled up in Bentley. I leave you red like Trippy. Niggas talking bands, got plenty. What do you want?
Here we are with the Mustang. Probably should shoot a POV vlog very soon, maybe tomorrow. I do have an early morning trip to court, and yeah, it's time for me to get some gas finally in this car. It's like literally 6:30 in the morning. I'm so sorry to the neighbors, but headed back to my house. Trying to make it as quickly as possible, as you guys would imagine, to get out of here.
I just want another blunt and shorty she called, and I know baby what you want. I got myself. section. Look in my direction. She a IG thought, all she want is impression. I got what she want, that's why she in my section. I'm with slimes, wipe your nose, we gon' blast. It's my time, I'm taking what's mine. While you worry about you, I'm worried about mine. Yo, what do you want? I just want another blunt. And shorty, she called, and I know, baby, what you want. I got in my section, look in my direction. She a IG thought, all she want is impression.
In the court. Hopefully it goes well. Finally made it back to the car. It is unbelievably like windy. It's so weird because when you look at the trees, it doesn't even look like it's windy at all. Like they're barely moving maybe on this tree, but really like barely moving at all. And at my house, which literally is, I don't know, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away, it wasn't windy at all. So I was basically getting blown away. It was so strong, literally could barely breathe because it was hitting me right in the face. But yeah, headed back home now. Here we are on this okay weather today. It's actually kind of chilly out here though. And we are doing ourselves a food run. This time I asked